Crypto frog in the area. Is Binance screwed? I think that's a question worth asking. Welcome to another stream. Let's do a check on the prices. Let's have a look at WooX. The only three that really matter in the game. Price of one Woo right now, 71 cents. Bargain. No financial advice. Ethereum, 2.33k. Bitcoin, 37.77k. Let's do the quick YouTube thing. If you want to chat in the live chat, you have to be a subscriber. If you want to say, yo, Frog, you're out of order. Binance is definitely not screwed. Or, yeah, I think Binance is fucking wrecked. You have to subscribe. But if you're watching this on replay, subscriberage is always appreciated. Thumbs up for the algorithm. This is just my hot take. And disclaimer, I don't know what's going to happen. No financial advice there, ever. Like ever. Alright, geezer. You can follow me on Twitter, CryptoFrog202. And thank you very much. I've now got 4 subscribers on Subscribestar. Link in the video description. $10 a month to support Crypto Frog's YouTube channel because YouTube pays like absolute bullshit. Yeah. Alright, let's talk about bloody Binance, isn't it? I'll pull up the chat later. Alright. So, regulators. I'm going to try and not get demonetized this time. Last 2 streams got demonetized. So I should watch my P's and Q's a touch. I'm not a massive fan of CZ, but without Binance, cryptocurrency wouldn't be what it is today. So you got to give them credit, and you got to give them credit for being a businessman with acumen. But regulators seem to have set their crosshairs like fuck yes right at CZ's fucking face. Either banning it or trying to distance themselves like you would do that weird guy in the subway who keeps staring at you. He's had a few beers, you think he's gonna fucking... They're trying to distance themselves from the world's biggest cryptocurrency exchange. Now, I have to say, it does seem quite coordinated. It's just the latest round of FUD that's doing the rounds in cryptocurrency. But yeah, seems to be quite coordinated. As we know, in this globalism, Now, that will probably get me demonetized saying globalism. We're supposed to believe that globalism isn't really a thing. But definitely seems to be some phone calls being made between nations. If there is still such a thing as a nation state. However, I would say that you would expect that the regulators in different countries do have their own set of standards. So would they be coordinating in lockstep with each other? Who knows? I'd say probably not. But what normally happens is you get someone like the US or you get the UK, one of the big countries in the world. I know UK's gone down the toilet. We used to have an empire and we fucking tossed it down the fucking toilet. But that starts like a domino effect. So they want to get their blow in like Mike Tyson back in the day. Or some like legal case against name insert corporation here. In this case Binance. And then the external pressures of that force other countries outside of the US or the UK or the EU to launch their own investigations. It looks like a great many countries are looking to build a case going forward against Binance. I don't know whether it's just to put pressure on Binance to stop offering 101x leverage. If that is all it achieves, that would be legendary. If he just said, all right, max leverage is 5x now. This isn't a casino, all right? That would be awesome. But we are seeing kind of like a degree of regulators working together, and they all fucking hate crypto. We all know that. It gets in the way of their fiat currencies and shit. I'll have more on Binance's response in just a minute. No, I don't really like giving Financial Times and BBC and Reuters and other mainstream media articles the clicks, but you know, you got to do what you got to do sometimes. And I'm definitely not trying full access to Financial Times for $1. No, thank you. So let's go over what we've seen in the past days and weeks then. So we've seen action from Ontario, which they tell me is in maple syrup land, aka Canada. Crackdown there. Just one certain part of Canada, which makes me wonder why other parts of Canada. Maybe it has like it's like the United States of Canada. They have their own like states. They can do what they want. But I'm looking at Cointelegraph here. This was posted on June 26th. And this came hot on the heels of the Japanese regulators warning a few days prior. But Ontario is cracking down, and as a result, Binance said, regrettably, we cannot no longer continue to service Ontario-based users. Ontario-based users are advised to take immediate measures to close out all active positions by New Year's Eve 2021. So you still have quite a while of degeneracy to go if you live in Ontario, or you still have plenty of time to move house. Just somewhere that treats you like a fucking adult who can think for yourself. But yeah, Japan was like the first one. That was like the first thing to fall. Looking at CoinDesk here. They weren't happy that Binance isn't registered to do business in the country. No, but all they really did was issue a warning. And Binance said, look, we don't currently hold exchange operations in Japan, nor do we actively solicit Japanese users. Pretty sure they do have Japanese option on their website, though. As you can understand, we do not comment as a matter of policy on specific matters related to any regulators. So they're keeping their nose clean. I think even the Cayman Islands got involved. There's some talk that Binance HQ, at least as a business, is kind of like on paper in the Cayman Islands. Malta, Singapore, who knows? Singapore have been like chasing after them as well. As you can see here, CoinGape, amid global crackdown on Binance, Singapore regulator MAS to follow up soon. This was July 2nd. MAS, I don't know what the fuck that stands for. Monetary Authority Services, ooh, scary, said it's reviewing the status of several crypto firms in Singapore and whether or not they are following strong investor protection measures. Binance is also seeking a license from the MAS to legitimize its operations in Singapore. So as you can see, it's like domino after domino after domino. So they are up CZ's ass. Big style. Then, but it got like taken up a notch with Thailand. And then I was looking at this Korea Times English paper in South Korea. Korea may join with Japan, UK to regulate Binance. This came out the 5th of July. UK breathing down Binance's throat. BBC. You must trust it comes from the BBC. BBC World Service News. So Japan, let's go back to Japan. What Japan's saying. So basically they just want Binance to give some information, really. All it was a warning. I'm sure Binance will be getting their shit together with Japan as far as that's concerned. And generally speaking, as far as I know, Japan is pretty crypto friendly. So I think they're just like, yo, Binance, give us the fucking documents we need and we'll leave you alone. All right? But it was Thailand that took it a step fucking more hardcore. Because according to Reuters, don't you know, 4 days ago, July 2nd, Thailand's financial watchdog filed a criminal complaint against Binance for operating a digital asset business without a license. Thailand's Securities and Exchange Commission. Now, I've been to Thailand, beautiful country, but if you've ever been to Thailand, you know there probably isn't a problem we can't solve without a nice brown envelope full of cash. But they said business had been operating a digital asset business in the category of a digital asset exchange without a license. And they said, look, in our country, Thailand, only licensed firms are allowed to provide services related to digital asset trading. So Binance is kind of like keeping a bit stum on the old Thailand situation. But the biggest shoe to drop was the United Kingdom. God save our gracious Queen and all that kind of shit. Barclays Bank, one of the biggest banks in the UK, probably in the world. They came out and people have been posting about it on crypto Twitter, showing that Barclays are stopping British customers from transferring funds to Binance. This all comes after the Financial Conduct Authority said Binance was not authorized to undertake crypto business within the United Kingdom borders. So what happened was Barclays, it's in one of these things here. What a fucking douchebag. This guy looks like an absolute no-coiner douchebag. But they basically notified all their customers not to use Binance, and They want to keep their customers' money safe. Barclays said that as if they give a flying fuck. Also, if it's someone's personal money, let them spend it on what they fucking damn well please, you jackboot cock thugs. I fucking hate Barclays. But apparently Binance replied to Barclays and said, look, you're out of order. They should have just said that. Just said, look, you're out of order. But apparently what they did say was like, look, Barclays, you're talking out of your arse. They said it's not true that they lack sufficient compliance capacity and it takes its legal obligations very seriously, and they said they're really disappointed in Barclays for taking this unilateral action and it would welcome talks with Barclays. Whatever. And another Britbong bank, NatWest, said that it had blocked payments to a bunch of crypto exchanges. But I think that's more like the smaller ones. I don't think NatWest are really touching Binance, but like the smaller ones. Santander, which is a bank in Europe, but they have lots of British branches and shit. They say they're reviewing their positions on payments to cryptocurrency exchanges. And then HSBC, who allegedly like shifting around cartel money from obviously their very legal activities that they do, you know, like farming and producing value from clearly legal means. But they said they're not kind of getting involved right now, but they're closely monitoring the situation. Good old fucking HSBC. Going back to Korea then, South Korea. Koreans are like mad for crypto. Back in the when the bull run was like fucking going nuts, as I mentioned on a previous stream, I'll have a look in the chat in a minute, so just keep clicking thumbs up and shit, and I'll get to your chat in a minute. You have to be a subscriber if you want to chat. And Crypto Frog's YouTube chat is the stuff of legend, let me tell thee. Yeah, so it seems like South Korea is kind of sharpening the knives somewhat. Maybe they've got like Upbit leaning on them. The Upbit are leaning on some of the lawmakers they pay, being like, yo, put the screws on Binance, bro. But they are apparently saying, this article by Anna Park says that the South Korean authorities are set to ban overseas-based cryptocurrency exchanges operations in the country unless they register their business with the government by September 24th. So this seems just more like a warning. You know, just give us the related documents and shit. It says down here, currently Binance does not run any official business corporation established in Korea. However, the fact that the global coin exchange provides Korean language services on its trading platform can be interpreted as it's still operating in Korea. Not operating in Korea, but showing Korean language shows that it is still operating in Korea. That is a bit of a stretch, bro, or madam. Singapore, let's go back to what fucking Singapore got to say. If you've ever been to Singapore, you'll know it's one of the most ridiculously humid places, but also good fun. Apart from you can't chew gum. That is like a death sentence in Singapore. I think they literally hang you. I think if you go to the airport and you have chewing gum in your pocket, they'll actually like take it out of your pocket. But I mean, it's better than having fucking disgusting chewing gum all over the fucking pavement sidewalk. If you're a burger, sidewalk, and you step in someone's disgusting old chewing gum. So actually, fuck yes, Singapore, you got it right. But yeah, Singapore's financial regulator saying that they're going to be chasing up Binance and shit. But apparently, this goes on to say that Binance is now seeking a license to legitimize its operations in Singapore. Why the fuck it didn't have that already by now, who the fuck knows? Along with Binance, there are other peer players like New York-based Gemini and Hong Kong-based Crypto.com. They're seeking a license from the MAS. This Chinese journalist said Singapore's attitude is obviously to protect Binance. Yeah, I mean, I don't see why Singapore are going to crack down. But Binance is doing shit. Like, they put out a tweet. Let's go here. They've been firing back. I don't even follow Binance. Let's see what they've been saying. They've been firing back. I'll have a good fire back. Yeah, so this is what they said 10 hours ago. It's disappointing to learn that some partners are taking unilateral action to stop servicing. Misses. Binance's users based on what appears to be an accurate understanding of events. In one such instance, a partner referred its users to an FCA notice that was addressed to Binance Markets Limited. The company stated that it was taking this action to keep people's money safe. We have always taken the security of our users' money very seriously. Funds are safer. In fact, the FCA notice was not about user deposits on Binance.com at all. The notice relates to this company incorporated in the UK and regulated by the FCA. Binance Markets Limited is a separate legal entity and does not offer any products or services via Binance. If our partners have any concerns, we'd welcome a dialogue. For questions related to Binance, DMCZ on Twitter. No. We take our compliance obligations very seriously, and we are committed to working collaboratively with regulators to shape policies that protect consumers, encourage innovation, and advance the industry. Bullshit. But yeah. What do I think? That's what you want to know, isn't it? What does the Frogster think? By the way, thumbs up. Legendary. So I reckon it's all going to blow over. I reckon it's a load of bullshit. I think the problem is, like, some people probably got a bit upset that Binance was like expanding like way too fast, and most of these regulators are like 65-year-old idiots who wouldn't be able to tell their Bitcoin from their Bitcoin gold, or probably don't even know like anything about cryptocurrency. But because Binance has just been spreading its wings across the globe into what is quite often a bit of a grey area in terms of regulations and shit, now they're getting a bit of a blowback, you know. But it's definitely suspicious the way that all this has just came out after wave after wave after wave. I noticed 2 thumbs down. Rectify that. Or rectify it by clicking thumbs up for the algorithm and subscribing. I'll look at the chat just a sec. I want to hear your opinions. Is Binance screwed or not? I don't think so. But there's definitely some coordination going on. But actually, if there isn't some coordination going on, then that would probably be a bit more of an issue, to be honest with you. You got to think that with Binance in the firing line, in the regulators firing line, that some of the smaller exchanges assholes will be twitching. There'll be a twitching. Because Binance can just fucking throw money at problems, right? Binance have the financial wherewithal to deal with shit like this, whereas other smaller exchanges probably can't. So I don't think it's really going to impact people. All these things have like deadlines. I'm sure Binance will meet them. The Thai thing, criminal charges, like I say, just shove a few thousand baht in a brown envelope, make sure it's given to the right guy, and it will all blow over. They'll be like, what criminal charges, mate? Oh, I think you must have misread that in the newspaper, sir. But banks are obviously like well threatened because the genie's out of the bottle. Like all the UK banks acting like they're daddy king shit, trying to push Binance around. It's like, what the fuck? It's like trying to ban. They're like those cucks who wanted to ban like Mortal Kombat because it encourages violence in the kids. Plus, I mean, fucking hell, it's our fucking money. I've been in the UK, and I'm telling you this, fucking, I have an account at Barclays, right? They don't give a fuck if I put my money in Paddy Power Casino and play the fucking virtual slots and lose all my cash. So why are they getting so fucking uppity tickety about fucking Binance? Raging. So I reckon anyway there's going to be more FUDs. Government's going to be fucking just scaling up the attacks and all that kind of shit. They've got their bow now, innit? But the one thing, if I was Binance, I would be a little bit tad concerned about would be like Binance Smart Chain and all the fucking rug pulls and all the Ponzi fucking schemes on that centralized bullshit. Because if a lot of angry punters start complaining to the regulators about Binance Smart Chain fucking projects rugging them and them losing all their fucking life savings because they invested in doggy Elon space dog coin, then potentially they could be in an issue. Obviously, Ethereum doesn't matter. It's decentralized. What are they going to do? Come after a decentralized fucking thing? But Binance Smart Chain is hosted on completely centralized servers. So you would imagine that Binance would be kind of swept up in the complicity of that. So that might potentially be bad news for Binance, and that would potentially have a knock-on effect on the price of Binance coin, BNB. All right, let's pull up the Chatterino. What up? What up? Frog is a legend. Thank you very much. Yo, Frog time. Enjoying a nice stream with some ice cream. Yeah. Billy Ray Valentine. Frogster, a burger just landed in England. Where's the best gravy at? Dunno. I'm stacking those woo like a mad bastard. God dang right, me too. Passive income, no finny. MV, have to admit, Binance helped me a lot to get started in crypto, the tool, the fiat ramp. Yeah, I didn't have an issue with Binance. Like, apart from the time they fucking know your customered me for no good fucking reason. They just did it out of the blue. Like before, I used to have like a 2 or 3 Binance Bitcoin withdrawal limit a day. I was happy with that. And then they just said, no, you have to KYC. And I was like, what, even to stay under the withdrawal limit? And they're like, yes. So I had to do it because I had funds in there. And then they gave me a 100 Bitcoin a day withdrawal limit. Great. Don't leave your crypto on an exchange, not your keys, not your crypto. Yes, that's very good security, sir. Is that why KCS is pamping? Because fucking all this Binance FUD. DK, how do you see this affecting WooX? Well, I spoke to an insider. I won't name names, but they are watching the situation closely, and they want to make sure they're within the regulatory boundaries. So they're watching shit closely, see how it unfolds and shit. But don't have to worry about WooX. You are in good hands, the best of hands. Yeah, Froggo, Kingsley says, buy the rock token, lol. Back Alley Blockchain Culture Legend, who's a subscriber. Legendary. I just want to thank... let's pull up my fucking subscribers. Boom! The Big Mart joined the action. Shit, I got 5 now. The Big Mort, legendary. Off-Grid Texan, legendary. Back Alley Blockchain, legendary. DH, legendary. Mad Madison, legendary. I don't know why it says inactive. Pay up, bro. As you can see, I don't get the full $10. I get gypped. Everywhere I go, I get fucking gypped. Everywhere. But thank you. Block Alley Blockchain Culture is a ledge. Time to shine for Dexes, maybe. Fudderino, yeah, it's just FUD, bro. Like, as if Binance is ever going to get shut down. So, no. To answer the question of my clickbaity title, the answer is no, Binance is not screwed. Cyber Polygon, government wants to tax monies, goddamn right. Got to ask Froggy, not financial advice. Unstake Binance Smart Chain thingies and go large on Olympus. It's never a bad idea to go large on Olympus, sir. No financial advice. Binance Smart Chain is fucked, bro. Yeah, I think that is the one Achilles heel Binance has right now. The pure fact that is like centralized. If they would have been smart, they would have made that decentralized, and then they could have kept that stank off their hands. But now, some regulators probably all over PancakeSwap right now, probably getting addicted to shitcoins. What's going on, Crypto Frog? What's going on, Cancun? Thumbs up for the Frogster. God dang right, legendary. Kingsley, Binance will pay some monies and everything will be fine. Exactly. Money makes the world go round. And reaching out to a higher ground. To be the people play. Yeah, definitely money makes the world go round. And CZ Sphincter is fucking twitching, yo. He's pinching. He's pinching it. Subbed on the star, Max Rutch, legendary. You've helped me much more. No financial advice, I get it. Keep it up, mate. You're a legend, sir. More plates, no dates. Hello, CZ. Please let me redeem, says Madison Rugged. Yeah, Madison. Madison, if you're listening, bro, you're an inactive subscriber on Subscribe. By the way, you can find the Subscribe link in the thing. Just sign up and open it up, because YouTube has paid me the grand total of less than £1,500 in after making 327 videos over more than 18 months. But I just love the game. But like I say, you don't get anything extra for that. It's just like a thank you. Like, Frog, you're a ledge. You know, I made a ton of money off blah, blah, blah. So here's just a thank you for being an absolute ledge. And I'll be like, yeah, you're a fucking ledge too. And we'll fucking have a ledge hug. So yeah, but it doesn't really seem to be affecting Binance Coin price-wise. You have probably... I would imagine you won't see CZ tweeting so much about shilling BNB anymore. Maybe his lawyers will be like, yo, bro, you better fucking watch what you're fucking tweeting out here. We got the feds on our ass. Let's have a look. Now that is a bit sneaky. Build N build. That's he probably ran that past his lawyer. It's like, look, I really want to shill BNB. How can I shill it without getting in trouble? Just type build N build. When was the last time he properly shilled BNB? I bet it was a long fucking time ago. Yeah, so CZ doesn't seem overly concerned. Lots of FUD, lots of problems to solve, lots of opportunity. It's definitely, I mean, he's got like a A-star team there. Probably lawyered up the ass. Yeah, so basically, like, he's not really shilling BNB. Like, there was a stage there when BNB was just crushing, flat crushing. He was shilling that every single fucking day. Frog's still bullish on ALCX, Alchemex. Well, they had that issue with the Al-ETH thing. Oh, it's recovered quite nicely. I was looking at that. I was thinking $300. Fuck, that's a steal. And I didn't buy. Maybe I fucking should have done. It's recovering nicely. That to me, no financial advice is a good fucking price still. No finny. Wendiperino. Nothing as primed as to send as Woo. I fucking love Woo, bro. I love it. I love it. Max Rux. Pretty sure you mentioned before that he isn't cleaner. No, I'm still bullish on ASCX. I just they had that issue with the self-paying back Ethereum, and basically people got a whole bunch of extra Ethereum and they ended up losing a ton. Let's pull up the page here. Let's have a look. But surprisingly, like, people have been paying it back. Return. Returning of funds is closed. I think they got like well over half of it back, if not like 3/4 of it back. It's pretty amazing. I mean, in this game, you can just disappear with like a bunch of Ethereum and no one will know the letter. But it just shows the strength of the ALCX community, so crushing. Magiera, I work corporate in East Asia, so I'd be surprised if there isn't internal embezzlement going on within Nance. Well, we have to say allegedly. The Woo era begins. Yeah, I mean, I can't fucking wait for WooX to go alpha and everyone apes the fuck in. I will be giving out my reference link on that a lot. This, I mean, most people don't understand what's coming. This guy, Mark Z96, Crypto Doc, do the numbers. Woo is already deflationary in the beta phase. Monthly inflation is 310,000 Woo. They burnt 765,000 in May. Now, with a whole bunch more users, and they're going to announce how many they burned in the coming days, I reckon it's probably going to be like 1 million plus. So, if that is the case, say if it's like a clean million, that would mean 3 times as many Woo tokens are being burned than there are being inflated. And that's why I made that stream saying the changes to the staking rewards on WooX were just fucking A-OK with me. And this is like the Woo trading strategies. But anyway, that is definitely not financial advice. But as you know, I'm just like well into Woo. When Futures apparently is going to launch on WooX. Well, I think they're keeping an eye on the Binance situation, and then I think it's penciled in for the end of July or early August, as far as I know. That's what the roadmap says, isn't it? Let's pull it up. Roadmap. Woo. But please let me buy more under 75 cents. That would be appreciated. just fucking crushing the volume, you. Like, even if you traded, like, say, let's put it in here. Because if you traded like $1,000 a day, you'd save like 182 bucks a year, and you could buy your kids a Christmas present instead of buying Bitcoin. But like the whales, they're the ones who are really going to be loving it. Like, so say if you traded 10 million bucks a day, which tons of people do, especially when futures are involved, over a year they will save themselves over $1 million in fees. And are you telling me WooTrade isn't going to crash? If you do, you're wrong. Where's the fucking roadmap, bros? Anyway, yeah, fuck it. I've told you like loads of times. But anyway, I think that's where I'm going to leave it. But do I think Binance is screwed? No. They'll just grease some palms and shit, and everyone will be like, all right, that's all gravy. Back to work and shit. Disclaimer, no financial advice in this stream. Thumbs up for the algorithm. You're all legendary. And make sure you subscribe. Tell all your socials. Subscribe to me on Subscribestar. And just tell everyone what a legendary YouTube channel, Crypto Frog YouTube channel is, isn't it? Alright, gang. I can't be fucked to play that fucking bullshit again. Let me speak to you another day. Peace out.